Hello, my name is Matias Valenzuela. I'm a professor of the Pontificia Universidad Católica de Valparaíso in Chile. And currently also I have the role here in the IABSE as a vice president and also be part of the jury awards of our association, and also link it with several task group, for example, Commission 5. So have 20 years old of professional career, and I'm very involved in different activities. For example, breach assessment, research of digital twins and BIM with private and public companies since my position in the academia.
Thank you, Matias.
My name is Eva Lantsocht. I'm professor of structural engineering at Universidad San Francisco de Quito in Quito, Ecuador, as well as associate professor of concrete structures at Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands. And within IABSE, I'm the vice chair of the editorial board of Structural Engineering International.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
Thank you.
Good morning. We are here today in Tokyo Symposium 2025, and I'm here with Eva and with Matias. They have come all the way from Chile and from Ecuador. So let's hear a little bit about their national group activities. IABSE has almost 90 national groups, different countries, present in different countries. So let's start with Matias.
Oh, thank you very much for this opportunity to share our experience during maybe the last year and what we are doing in the future, in the next future. So, well, during December the last year, we have the opportunity to have a very nice conference with 180 professionals all around the different regions of Chile, with the participation of students and young engineers, but also part of the national committee. And that was a very nice opportunity to talk about IABSE, and specifically we try to focus on one of the task groups that we are involved, as forensic engineer. So that was a really nice opportunity, not only for knowing the way that IABSE is working right now, but also to put it on the table which kind of the topics that the bridge engineer have to know for the future and global comparison with other countries, right?
Wonderful. And you have also had some visiting members, IABSE members visiting Chile, and you've taken them for 2 site visits. Would you like to say something?
Yeah, right. It's something that we are always trying to do, because one thing is when someone is make a lecture, but much more important is have this relationship, the human relationships.
Yes.
And absolutely right. During January, we have the visit of Christian Schallenbach from the Switzerland group of IABSE. And in past, we are trying to do that. After that, but I don't want to move to the next presentation of Eva, but Eva from Ecuador is also with Stefania Cervantes. They visit us, and we have a very nice collaboration with Ministry of Public Works, with companies, private companies, and of course academia.
Right. And I heard somewhere that you're going to visit New Zealand as well very soon.
Yes, my God, we have a very good relationship with another countries, and we are trying not only focus in Latin America, and yes, New Zealand is one of the focus in our visit. That will be in November, December this year. But something more, because after that, and this is new for you. Okay, with Christian Schallenbach, we coordinate from our last the last visit, one technical trip from Chile, crossing Peru, Ecuador with Eva, and we finish in Colombia. And the idea is try to make much more link between the national groups, the academia, and talk about what happened with bridges.
Wonderful. This is what happens at IABSE conferences. You meet people, you discuss on site, and you make plans, right? It's all about relationships also, and you talk to academia and practicing engineers. You have plans, you make plans, and you visit. That's excellent. Now coming to Eva. Eva, you have been very busy recently, in the last few months, organizing different programs for your national group. Would you like to say a little bit about the latest programs?
Absolutely, yeah. So we recently reinstated the National Group in Ecuador, and I have to give credit to the people who have done all the work. That's Adrián, Stefania, and Natividad, the 3 people in the leadership, and they have organized a fair number of events. So the first thing we had was in January, when Adrián traveled to Guayaquil to give a lecture at ESPO, the university where Natividad is a professor, and they also had a site visit. In February, we had a site visit in Quito to a steel building under construction, and then in end of March, if I recall well, we also had the event of Hilti at our university, showing some of the practical applications. And we have a lot of more things coming up.
Yeah,
So
print site visits. And what is best part is, I think, the collaboration that's happening in Latin America, right? Because Chile is collaborating with Ecuador, and you have some joint events. Recently you had one, right?
Absolutely. Well, if I can mention too, it's the collaboration is also with the new national group, Uruguay. So in our last event in Costa Rica, you know that was presented this new group, and in that conversation, of course, we want to boost a little bit this group. And I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago,
they had a seminar.
With Luciana and Rodrigo.
Exactly.
And fortunately, it's also under the umbrella of IABSE and new collaboration with colleagues that, well, they are doing a lot of things from the side of professional, but also the academic area.
Now, I have seen that both of you also visited Brazil, and there, Sergio Hamshire was the Brazilian National Group, and he also organizes this conference where both of you took part. That's excellent, this collaboration. Let me ask you a little bit about young engineers. What is the scenario at the moment in Latin America? What do you think are the challenges? What would you recommend, to overcome those challenges? So starting with Matias?
Yes, I think that is a huge challenge because the students, when finish the university or the first year, they are not really understand what we are doing and what that means, this association. So one of the way that we can approach them and try to show what we are doing is, first of all, of course, in many of these activities, conference, seminars, to understand from the size of them how it could be a good way to reach this expert all around the world. But maybe other ways that it's short courses, and that means that IABSE Academy is something that probably produce a huge impact on the students. From our side, it's not quite easy. But we are trying to link with another association, for example, the National Committee of Bridges, to prepare small seminars or meeting with them or prepare technical visit in order that they can understand that this is a very nice field to develop his professional career.
And here I would like to mention that one of the missions, the most important mission of IABSE, is to share knowledge. And in Latin America, we recently tied up with your task group, forensics task group, and we had some online live lecture taking place in a university in the hall. So there's so many ways that we can connect the young engineers with our senior engineers and the experts. And I think, Eva, in your country, you came up with a solution to also support and sponsor students. Would you like to talk a little bit about it?
Sure, yes. So Stefania, who I mentioned, is involved in the leadership of our national group. She won a call for traveling. So it's called Divulga. It's a national competition of CEDIA, which is a private organization to which all universities contribute financially, and this organization then has calls both for research projects as well as funding to go to conferences, and she competed and she got funded, and now she is able to travel here to Tokyo, which is of course a very long trip from Ecuador, and we're very happy that she got it.
That's so nice. And just yesterday I met someone and he said that we are using the webinar videos. We have over 60 recorded webinars on different topics by experts from all over the world, and these are all free access. So make sure you go to our website www.iabse.org, check out our webinars, which is going to be in Academy very soon, and get access to the knowledge that is there. Any word of advice to members or non-members, and why should they join IABSE? Matias?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for me, my career, and even for others, I can realize that IABSE is a good platform to go in deep in your career and have a good connections and share knowledge. I think that I fully recommend have this experience, join and participate actively in the task group, in the research activities. And
just asking you personally, sorry to interrupt, but how has it helped you in your career, if I may ask?
It's incredible because when you start in your career, you are not clear or focused in which area you want to develop and research, and even in the professional point of view. So being part of the task group, in several task group, in my case is Commission 5. Hello for my friends of Commission 5. you can find a very nice network of experts that can guide you in the which kind of topic could be really relevant for to focus and research that. And that is something that I think that for all the students, all the young engineers, when you are feeling a little bit confused, or if you are not understand if you are doing in the right direction your research, that kind of support, the mentoring, the conversation, you know, that the coffee breaks, the networking, even in this conference activities, is something that give you the roadmap and the support for carry out all of these challenges. Yes.
So IABSE has 6 commissions, and we have, for example, Commission 1 itself has more than 200 members. So please make sure you go to our website, and the task groups are set based on a specific task, and which could be coming out with an SED, the green books that you see, or a case study. And talking about the national group activities, you know, they are also listed. They are published in the SEI journal, and this is also free access, this part. So please read the article which talks about national group activities, and there you will find Chile, Ecuador, and many other countries. So tell me, Eva, how has IABSE helped you in your career, and why would someone join?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I remember my first IABSE event in 2013. It was before I defended my PhD, and it was in Rotterdam, so it was very close to Delft. And at that time, of course, I was about to finish and figuring out what's next. And one of the things that I remember from that time is just seeing all the options, seeing what I could do next. I knew I was going to go to Ecuador. I wasn't quite sure what exactly I was going to do and what would be next in terms of research.
Exactly what you said.
So, so there I got some ideas, and also got to talk about my thesis and make some connections. That has been very helpful. And then afterwards I got involved with the journal by way of connections with colleagues in Canada, actually. And I've been involved ever since, reading a lot of the papers, keeping up to date, reviewing and making decisions and all that.
And she's the vice chair of SEI editorial board, who's going to be the chair from November 2025. And Matias is the vice president. So you see, when you are engaged with IABSE, you also take up responsibilities, you also take up new roles and challenges. You get a very important position in the association as well, which helps in your career, also in the visibility of the association in your country. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Hello. Pablo Neruda. Puedo escribir los versos más tristes esta noche. Escribir, por ejemplo, La noche está estrellada. I want to share to you in English. I can write the saddest verses tonight. Write, for example, The night is starry. But if you are here in IABSE, the saddest is not the saddest, it's the happiness. Because IABSE is the place that where we find those stars to develop in engineering and share your knowledge. Thank you.